It is literally a night and day difference, and it is mainly down to that Dolby Vision. How's it going, guys? This is Dave from Flicks and Pixels, and welcome back to the channel. Now, the video today is one that I've been looking forward to making for quite a while. This is an edition of a film that I've had pre-ordered for a very long time on Umbrella Entertainment's website. They're a company based in Australia. However, this film has received a 4K release in the US and in Germany. It is yet to receive a release in the UK. However, I do hear that there is one on the horizon. But as soon as I saw this edition from Umbrella Entertainment, I had to get it pre-ordered because it just looked amazing. And the film I'm going to be taking you through an unboxing and a review of today is The Raid on 4K in this gorgeous collector's edition. Now, before I take you through what's inside here, just a bit of background on the film. It was released in 2011 and it set a new standard for martial arts films. It was shot on a relatively low budget and it takes place with a SWAT team going into a huge block of flats in order to take down a crime lord on the top floor. In and amongst that team is the main character, who was a rookie on the team, but what they don't understand is that this rookie kicks ass. And I can't stress enough how good the fight scenes are in this film. They're brutal, they're gritty, and they're very well choreographed. In fact, it's some of the best fight scenes, even now, compared to some of the films that have come and been released after this. Like I say, this set a new standard. It was that successful that they obviously released The Raid 2, which in my opinion is just as good, if not slightly too long, but that's a story for another day. But I am hoping that they do an edition of The Raid 2 like they have with this one. So what I'm going to do today, guys, I'm going to take you through the unboxing of this amazing collector's edition, and then we're going to bring it back up top and I'm going to talk about the 4K transfer and on how the film sounds as well. So, are you ready? Come on, let's go and have a look. Okay then, guys, so here we go with The Raid on 4K in this collector's edition set. Before I go through what's inside here though, I'll just bring the card into shot that you get attached to the back. And as you can see, you get a breakdown of everything in this collector's edition, what's on each disc, with your special features listed, text specs at the bottom, and as you can see, just here, there's only 2,500 of these made, and I've got number 1004. Okay, so let's get on to this then. First impressions of the cover art is, it's fantastic. It represents the film excellently. You've got that building block, loads of different things happening in the windows, people fighting, shooting. Yeah, that's really nice. And then as you turn it to the light, you'll notice there's some spot glossing going on in the windows and also on the logo of The Raid at the bottom as well. That's really nice. And then round to the spine, you'll see it carries on round. And again, spot glossing on that area of the logo and the windows as well. And then bring it round to the back. And again, the design carries on all the way around. And you've got different things happening in these windows as well. And just like the rest of it, you've got the spot glossing on those windows. Yeah, excellent design, really pleased with that. What I'll do is I'll just take everything out, pop everything to one side so you can see the quality of this box. It is a hard, rigid outer box, but it is quite thick as well, very sturdy. Excellent quality. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. It's a great quality outer box. Okay, so let's start off then and bring everything in that's included in this collector's edition, and we'll start off with the postcards from the movie. So these are just some still shots from the film itself. Great quality cards, they're not flimsy at all. They're not a gloss finish, they're kind of like a matte they are kind of like a matte finish, but they have a strange, like, I don't know, it's like a rubbery texture. Great quality. Yeah, some good shots from the film here. Yeah, they're excellent. And there isn't anything on the back of these, they are all blank. But yeah, some fantastic quality postcards there, shots from the film. And then you get a poster. Again, this is an excellent quality poster. It isn't flimsy at all. And this is the original artwork of the film, the original poster. And it is reversible, so if we turn this over, that is artwork very similar to what you get on the outer box. Yeah, excellent quality poster, not flimsy at all. Put that to one side, and then we bring in this, which is a booklet, The Raid Behind the Scenes, Experiences and Art. Nice premium feeling booklet. And that is the front artwork on that. Little title on the spine. Nothing on the back. And we open this up, take it through. Got there the making of the raid. It gives you a little bit of an insight as to what went into the making of the film. There's a Q&A section. And the custom art and posters. As you can see, that is the art of the outer box. Yeah, really nice booklet, and those are the posters. The best action movie in decades. It's hard to argue with it at the time. Yeah, that's a really nice booklet. Really, again, premium feel to it. It's not flimsy. It's quite thick, quite sturdy. Yeah, that's nice. And then the next thing is the graphic novel. And this is a hardback book. Again, excellent quality. Can't stress to you the quality on everything that's in this edition. Just everything about it just feels really premium. So that's the front of that. That's the spine there. And then there's nothing on the back. And then as you open this up, got an introduction to the graphic novel. And I think there is, yeah, there's a foreword from the director there, Gareth Evans. But a real premium feeling book. Looking forward to checking this out actually. Really great quality. And then we've got some concept art at the back as well. So yeah, that is the hardback graphic novel book that you get with it. Again, really sturdy. And then, last but not least, we'll bring in the film itself. It comes in this slipcover, carries on the design from the outer box. And you have got some spot glossing on the character there as well. Then move it round to the spine, same on the spine. And then that's the back. Again, you can see glossing on there. It's a really clever design. So you've got them going into the building there on the front, and then on the back, that's when he's coming out at the end. That's great. Okay, so we'll take this out. And then the front of this is the artwork that we're all familiar with, that we all know. And that is the original cover art for the raid. The cover is reversible. The only difference is you get a little age rating in the corner here, but I've decided to spin it round so there's no age on there. Just see the cover in all of its glory. And that is the spine. And then bring it round to the back. And then if we open this up, There you have your 4K disc, just there. And then that is your Blu-ray disc, just there. Nice that they've got different artwork on each disc. So there we go, guys. Let's do a quick recap. Let's pop this back in its slipcover. So you get the movie itself on 4K and Blu-ray. You get that lovely hardback graphic novel. You get the behind the scenes experiences and art booklet. You get the poster, which is double-sided. You also get your postcards, and then you've also got the rigid case as well. So let's go back up top and let's talk about it. So there we go, guys. So that was my unboxing of the Raid on 4K in what I'm sure you'll agree is a beautiful looking collector's edition from Umbrella Entertainment. As I said earlier on in the video, this is an outstanding action film, and it did set the new standard for martial arts films and action films in general going forward. If you haven't yet seen this, I encourage you to watch it. If you're a fan of those 80s action stroke martial arts films, you are not going to be disappointed with this. It's brutal in places and the fight sequences are done incredibly well. It is an Indonesian film, so there are an option for English subtitles, or you can have an English dubbed audio track as well. However, for the authentic experience, I do highly recommend that you watch it with English subtitles. In terms of the 4K transfer, it's a huge step up from the original Blu-ray. They've completely refreshed how this film looks. It just looks like a completely different movie. The Dolby Vision on this really shines and adds a lot of depth to the picture itself and kind of changes those contrast levels for the better. The original Blu-ray was very gloomy and the colour palette was very dull, and they are kind of going for that effect in this film, but bringing that Dolby Vision in and increasing that detail and just tinkering with a few little bits, they've managed to make this look even better. And those corridors and those rooms with the flickering lights and everything just adds a new layer of depth to this 4K picture. In terms of the detail itself, it is a step up from that original Blu-ray. However, it's not a mind-blowing transfer that's just gonna, look, it's gonna be like a reference quality film. It's that Dolby Vision that really shines through. Yes, there's an increase in detail without a shadow of a doubt. However, that Dolby Vision is where this film really shines on 4K, in my opinion. The shadow detail is very good, no signs of crushing anywhere. And as I say, those dimly lit halls and those rooms, it just looks like a completely different film, and it just looks amazing. They've done a very good job on this. And I know that Gareth Evans, the writer-director of The Raid, had a huge input on what he wanted to do for the 4K format. And you can see it here. It just looks amazing. It looks like a different film. In terms of how it sounds then, it does have a Dolby Atmos track. And while it isn't a system tester, and while it isn't going to blow your socks off, it does what it needs to. Bullets flying around and it surrounds you nicely. There's a lot of oomph and bass to the punches and the kicks and the explosions. And the dialogue is clear as well. So all in all, the film sounds really good. As I say, it's not one that is going to test your sound system, but it does what it sets out to do, and it does it well. So overall, I am very pleased with what they've done with this 4K release of The Raid. And I'll go back to that Dolby Vision. It just adds, if you compare the original Blu-ray to this 4K transfer, it is literally a night and day difference, and it is mainly down to that Dolby Vision. It just adds new things to the experience, and yeah, it looks great. It really does. So that is it for today, guys. Have you got The Raid on 4K? If you have, leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I will leave a link in the description to Umbrella Entertainment's website where you can purchase this if you wish to. At the time of filming, there are still some available, with it being limited to 2,500 copies. I don't think they're going to be around for very long. So if you did like the video today, guys, please give it a thumbs up. It is really appreciated. And if you would consider subscribing as well, that would be a huge help to me also. So hopefully I'll see you on my next video. Until then, take care.